welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about the Titanosaurus from Jurassic World Rebirth. Titanosaurus, meaning titanic lizard, is actually a dubious genus of sauropod. We only have a few bones, so at the moment paleontologists they don't really know if it is just a Isosaurus or some different species of sauropod, or if it is a actual new species. So we barely have any information actually about the Titanosaurus. It lived on India during the late Cretaceous period, and at the moment there are two possible Titanosaurus species, Titanosaurus indicus and Titanosaurus blandfordi. People theorize that the Titanosaurus on Jurassic World is based actually on either Argentinosaurus or Patagotitan, because we have actual fossils for those two. We don't have a size, but paleontologists suggested around 12 meters long and weighed 13 tons. And it was the first dinosaur from India to be described. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, as I said, only a few bones, is a dubious genus, we don't have that much. The Ingen Titanosaurus is a giant sauropod with a very long tail that would probably be used for defense as a whip. As far as we know, they only live on St. Hubert, the new island from Rebirth. Different than any species of titanosaur, this one has a sail on the back of the head and tail. The sail can open and close, similar to the frill on the Dilophosaurus. Also like the Dilophosaurus, most of the time the sail is closed. They are peaceful herbivores that can live on giant herds. The Titanosaurs were only created on an Indian facility at St. Hubert, but they were never transported to Jurassic World. We don't have a clear answer why, but judging by the size, it probably needed a lot of space, food, plus you would also need a powerful fence to keep them contained, because of the size. On Rebirth, we see that there is a size difference between the male and the female. The only problem is that we don't know which one is which. They never say neither on the movie or the director which one's the male and the female, and both of them have a sail. Because I thought the sail was going to be only for the male, but no, both of them have it. For the size and weight, we don't have a actual confirmation because the size chart that we had has the wrong size. On the movie is way bigger, but thanks to Jurassic Shadow, we have an estimated size of the Titanosaurus. 21.6 meters tall and 35 meters long. At the moment, we don't know how much it weighs. On Rebirth, the Titanosaurs, they all have an orange sail, a grey body with orange and white stripes, but the color of the head and neck are different on some individuals. As you can see here, the bigger one has white marks on the face and a grey neck, while the smaller one has more white on the neck. But we also see on the background Titanosaurs with different white stripes on the neck and one that just has a grey neck. But besides the head and a little bit of the neck, all the rest of the body is the orange and white that every Titanosaurus has. The Titanosaurs were created on an Indian facility on Isle St. Hubert. Around 2010 there was an incident with the T-Rex where it escaped containment and killed a person. Because of that, there was an evacuation and everything was left behind on the island. In 2027, Martin Krebs, working for the company Parkergenics, a pharmaceutical company, he wants to make a drug that will help cure heart disease. And for that, he will need DNA for 3 species, Mosasaurus, Quetzalcoatlus, and Titanosaurus. The reason for that is because of the size of the heart. The bigger the creature were, the bigger was the heart and the muscles to make the heart work. So then Martin recruits a group of people for that mission, including Dr. Henry Loomis. When he does that, on the museum, we see the fossil of the Titanosaurus, but it is the Titanosaurus from the movie. But we also see a fossil for the Quets. And the reason why I'm saying that is because some people are thinking then that means those are like the 100% accurate versions of the creature on that universe. But on Dominion, on the prologue, we see the Dominion Quetzal. And so that means that the new fossil on Rebirth doesn't look the same as the Quetzal on the Cretaceous period. I don't think the intention was to say that those are the accurate versions of the creature on that universe. Because here's the thing, guys. Regular people that watch the Jurassic movies, they don't know the difference between a Brachiosaurus and a Apatosaurus. So if you have, for example, a super accurate Giganotosaurus and then the Bison Giganotosaurus, they are not gonna understand that those are the same species. I think the reason why the fossils look like the creatures from the movie is so the regular people can recognize them later. Okay, now back to the lore. After the Mosasaurus and a group of Spinosaurus attack the boat, our characters end up stranded on the island and decide to continue the mission. They go to a valley to find the Titanosaurus, and when they arrive, they notice that the Titanosaurs were just waking up for a nap. A whole herd of Titanosaurus. But then the two of them start doing a mating dance or a mating ritual, where both the male and female were swaying their long necks and wrapping their tails around their body. Henry, who never saw a dinosaur on the wild, used that as a distraction to be able to touch one of the Titanosaurus. Zora also used that distraction to get their DNA. The Titanosaurus, unbothered by the humans or the dart, start to move with the herd. At the end, they manage to get the DNA for all the creatures, and instead of giving the DNA to Parker Genex, they are going to give it for free so anyone on the world can use it and produce it. Now, a lot of people, including myself, thought that the sail on the Titanosaurus was a reference to the Kaiju Titanosaurus that appears on the Godzilla movies, but Gareth Edwards said that it's not. I don't remember bringing that up ever with the team, we just like the idea of the fins on those Titanosaurs. But on the concept arts, we see that the original idea was to use the Amargasaurus. But they probably changed it due to the size, because the Amargasaurus is relatively small for a sauropod, and the Titanosaurus possibly is really big. So I think they just decided to go with Titanosaurus, and then they grabbed the sail from the Amargasaurus, not actually from the Kaiju Titanosaurus. And that was it for Titanosaurus. Unfortunately, we don't have that much story-wise to talk about. But the next video will be about Dolores, the Aquilops. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video. Goodbye!